Hello, how's it going everyone? Back again for another episode. Standing here in front of my furnaces. Got some sand smelting over here in 4 of the 6 furnaces. 2 of them seem to be not in use, since I'm only smelting its 4 stacks of sand. That will be enough, I believe, for what I need to do, and that is to place the floor on the floor number 8. I guess I can count it now when I go downstairs. But before I do that, I'll need again some more pickaxes. Let me get some while the sand is smelting into glass. I'll get this many. This must be enough since I only need to remove the floor. That's only 1 block deep. Okay, not all of the sand has smelted. Yeah, maybe. But I believe this should be enough with what's in the chest as well. Yeah, if not, I can always come back and take some more. Okay, well, let me do the counting right now. Well, I don't remember how exactly I was doing the counting strategy, but I do believe that I called this one the first floor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Oh yeah, I was right. Well, technically partially right, because I said it's either 7 or 8, and it's floor number 8 after all. So the plan is simple. What I have to do is start like this and remove 1 block from each hallway. Of course, my old pickaxe has broken, which is fine since I just crafted many more, and that's all I need to do. Oh, would you look at that? We got coal, more of coal as well, even more. Very nice. That's 5 blocks or so, I believe. Time to wait. Oh yeah, that's fine. Let's continue. Well, the work is pretty simple. You just hold left click and go through all of the floors. Not floors, hallways. That means when I finish with this one, next floor that I start digging, or begin digging, whichever you prefer, is going to be number 9, and the floor after that, I guess kind of a milestone, number 10. That's going to put me quite deep into the dungeon. I mean, 10 floors. Let's say, well, I haven't exactly dug 10 floors yet, but soon it's gonna happen. If we are talking about 3.5 blocks of depth for 1 floor, then that means out of 10 floors we have dug 35 blocks deep, which is not bad. But I do remember someone mentioning very like a month ago no, probably more than a month ago, someone mentioned that, you know, to find iron, it's going to be much deeper than this. Well, that means I will have to wait quite a long time to find my iron, unfortunately. But, you know, stone tools are not so bad. That means I can continue working with stone without too much of a worry. Stone is quite fine, at least for now. Oops, I need to start digging from the other side. And when I finally get to iron, when I get to iron, we'll see what happens. I suppose it depends on the frequency at which I get iron ingots. That would decide whether I use iron tools or do they just sit in the chest without getting much use besides crafting a bucket or a screwdriver. As a tool, if I was to use iron for tool crafting, I believe I'd need quite a lot of it. Nice, 2 more blocks of coal. Got myself some coal today. Yeah, so with iron, I don't know. I'll say that I have never before found iron in this game. So to me it's a mystery how frequent the iron deposits will be deeper into the dungeon, or when will they start. But as I said, someone mentioned, and I may be completely wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, it's at depth of 128 at least blocks. Like, so you have to dig 128 blocks below at least. But I'm just guessing here. I certainly cannot remember, but I think it was above 100, the number that was mentioned. So if let's say that's the case, I need to dig 128 blocks just to get to iron. Well, that would make it quite far. That would put me quite far from any iron tools, because if 10 floors equals 35 blocks below the surface, then we are talking about 40 floors have to be dug through until I have a chance to see any iron. At the pace that I am going, this could take anywhere from anywhere from I'm not even sure, to be honest. I mean, my pace is pretty slow. I suppose it could take me about a year and a half just to get to iron if I do not speed it up. A year and a half sounds quite a lot. That's quite daunting, I suppose. But, you know, you gotta enjoy the process of just digging. And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. For today I do. It's quite relaxing. You just dig your hallway and that's about it. Do not have to worry about too much except for your hallway. Talking about the hallway, I still got maybe half of it left. Replacing the floor is quite a fast process compared to digging the entire hallway, where you need to remove 3 blocks vertically, where here you only need to remove 1 block, which is much, well, it's 3 times faster essentially, maybe even more than that, because the chance of me uncovering any extra coal or things like that is dramatically less, which makes me waste, well, quote unquote waste, which makes me waste less time on digging through irrelevant things. Oh, okay, got a switch from which side I'm digging. That's fine, not too much of a worry. And back to the old side again. Let's see what we got here. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hallways left to go. And seems like, you know, my pickaxe, I believe, will not hold. Seems like I will need to craft more pickaxes. I don't know why that is, since I had, I believe, maybe I know, I had about 8, I think, and now I have only 2.5 left, which is, makes it so I used 6 pickaxes. That's not too bad. I think the only difference here is that I was under the impression I will not need many pickaxes today, but unfortunately I do need many of them. Got on my last 2 pickaxes now. I suppose I could go through 2 more hallways with what I got, not more than that, and that's not gonna be enough. I'll need to craft more. I could craft just 4 pickaxes, additional pickaxes, and that will surely be enough. So a supply of 4 pickaxes sounds good to me. Hopefully that lasts long enough to finish the floor. Look at how many blocks of coal I'm finding. That is a lot of coal. I got 80 coal in my inventory. That's pretty good. I'm not even sure if I left some in the chests on the surface, but I believe I did. To be honest, I believe I did leave some on the surface. I'll have to check. If that's the case, if there are some blocks on the surface, that means I have quite a lot of coal. But if not, then yeah, maybe my situation with coal is not too good. Here I have to be careful since I am on a bridge, and that's obviously kind of dangerous when you're digging it. You have to pay attention. Like this, as you can see, there are no blocks. What's it called? There are no blocks below me in some places, so you can't really dig directly under yourself, since there is a chance there is nothing but empty space underneath you, which would obviously make you fall into whatever is below, which is a dungeon a deep, dark dungeon. If you have HP like I do, in this game you can have HP and I have half an HP. That means any fall that deals damage will be not good and put me to, well, pretty much tell me to go sleep. Oh no, that's the last pickaxe. Okay, I'll make 3 more, and I do believe that will be enough. I have 2 more hallways to go. Yeah, 3 pickaxes for 2 hallways will be plenty enough. Let's just quickly finish it so we can get back to, not like back to, but I can get to work on placing the floor, which is made out of glass slabs. I firstly have to make those glass slabs since I have only the glass blocks, not the slabs. To make them, you have to place the glass in a line, horizontal line on the crafting grid of 3. And then you get, I think, 6 slabs out of 3 blocks, which makes sense because a slab takes up half a block of space. So naturally you are getting 6 out of 3, obviously. Here we are on the last hallway. I'm gonna dig through sandstone here, a lot of sandstone, but I do believe that maybe it's kind of running out a little. Possibly soon enough I'll find the end of this sandstone deposit, maybe. But as you can see here, we can see that it goes like this, but here it kind of narrows down a bit, and we can start seeing cobblestone overtaking part of what sandstone used to occupy. But that's fine. There is no lack of sandstone. There is no shortage of sandstone on my beach. In fact, you can see a lot of it. A lot of sand, a lot of sandstone. There definitely is plenty of that. Well, there you go. All of the hallways have been dug through, and now I suppose I need to make glass slabs. All that's left, we'll put the glass blocks like this and make glass slabs as we go. Yep, there I go. I'll start from that side. I think it's best to start from this side because it's the most dangerous side. Like here, you could fall if you're not careful. That means if I go from this side, I should be fine, since I will see the dungeon openings and stuff like that. Back to the usual old but tested and true strategy of holding right click and S, yeah, to move backwards. So you simply automatically, well, not exactly automatically place, but you place the slabs while moving backwards. Some of them do get misplaced, like these few, but overall it's a pretty good fast process. Well, I think that's about it for today. I will finish it tomorrow.